Welcome back to the channel. I'm John, and this is the Primal Handyman channel. It's fall. For me here in Missouri, it's been really dry, so I've had to feed my bees after I robbed them, as they won't be able to bring anything else in. This has been a challenge for me. I've watched a ton of videos and did a lot of research on the internet about feeding bees. And I've been feeding with cap and ladder feeders. I've been open feeding for a long time, and even used half-gallon and quart glass mason jars to feed inside the colony. I prefer to feed inside the colony. Basically take a container, turn it upside down on top of the frames, and let the bees draw it. Put another bucket and put the lid on, and it's inside. I don't seem to have a lot of issues with robbing. Maybe I'm just lucky, but I just don't. But I do even feed the colonies that don't need fed. In other words, they have some stores and they don't need a lot of feed. What I do with those colonies is I throw an extra deep box on, or at least I have this year, and they're drawing the comb out. So to me, it's worth putting the syrup on it because I'll have drawn comb in the spring for splits, which that's my goal in beekeeping, is to split. I went through the fall last year and into winter with 14 colonies I thought that would make it. 4 didn't. So in the spring I had 10. I've split into 20. And at this point I may go down to 19, but I think I'm going to try to take all 20 into winter and see how hopefully they make it till spring. Okay, this bucket here is my new contraption for feeding the bees. It's a 2-gallon feeder bucket. I bought 24 of these off Amazon. They cost me just over $4 at $4.13 each. This 2-inch PVC pipe plug I got from this company here. I couldn't find any locally easy. It's called getpipe.com. With freight, tax, and everything, 58 cents each. I bought this 50 millimeter hole saw off Amazon. It was right under $10. But this thing will drill like gobs of these. In fact, it'll probably last me the rest of my life. What I do is I just take the lid and I go ahead and just pop it down on the bucket. Snap it on there really good. I probably just shook the camera around a whole bunch. And then I just take there's a center point in you could see in the bucket where they formed it, when the plastics were formed. And just shove the drill bit down in there. And that gets me my center point. It seems like if I drill this hole kind of slow, it does a little better job than if I go fast. Although it doesn't really matter. And I just drill the hole out, shake it out the best I can. The feeder plug pops right in, real easy. And okay, you can buy the tin, and they're the same size. And they've got a little pull tab on them. But my hive tool works pretty good, just like that. If you have a hive tool, you got it made. And you've got a feeder bucket for less than $5. I hope this helped. And I hope your bees do well this winter and come out strong in the spring. Primal Handyman, over and out.